I'm audio. This is Daiteikoku, and it is the third game, I think, in the series of Dai games by Alicesoft. Daikuji, and then Daibancho, and now this. I said I wouldn't do this game until it was finished with the translation. You know, everyone had done their part to translate the largest part of the game, all the story. I'm not telling you what you're up. Well, okay. I'll continue with my train of thought with the translation. Anyway, let me see here. I have a lot in my head for what I want to say in this video, so I gotta organize it a little bit. I said I wouldn't do this game until the translation was finished. That doesn't look like it's gonna happen, and, you know, I have an opinion on that, which I'll give in a minute here, but, I figured I needed to do this game while I was still interested in it, and that goes into my next thought, which is I was going to wait and finish recording like half of the game before I uploaded it, so it wouldn't be like Daibancho, because I'm going to be totally honest with you, I'm not interested in that game at all right now. That's not to say I won't be again in the future, but I'm not interested in that game at all right now. And I'm not going to just record videos because I said I would. I have to want to do it, you know, so I won't say things like that anymore. Probably, you know. In any case, like the last few Daibanchos I recorded, I didn't really feel like doing them that much, so I'm just not gonna force it, and that's why I was gone for so long. I didn't feel like doing anything, and, you know, that's the way it is. But I figure I'm gonna come closer to finishing a game that I'm interested in if I start it and I start uploading it as soon as I finish parts, because let's face it, the longer I wait to, like, I can't watch any of my old videos. I hate them. I hate them all so much. Even if they were, you know, at that point in time, they were good for me. They were good enough for me. They were good enough that I thought people would like this. It's respectable. If I go back, I always see, like, I could have improved, and I don't like that. So I can't just stockpile shit forever. I have to upload it when I finish it, or I'm not going to upload it at all. So that's what this is. Now, to talk about the translation, you know, this goes into a lot of things. And I was thinking about making a standalone video for this, but I won't do it. Maybe. Oh, by the way, I haven't talked about the game yet, and that's fine with me, because fuck China. It's so boring in this game. That's why I'm letting the dialogue for China go right now. And also about the dialogue in this game, I'm skipping all the Japanese, obviously. I'm not even going to try to avoid it. I'm just going to go the route that I want, and I'm not telling you, because fuck promises, and fuck expectations, and whatever. I'm just going to do whatever I feel like, when I feel like it, in this playthrough. So I might run into huge trains of Japanese, and I'll just skip it all. I'm not going to censor H scenes because I don't think I have to. I don't know. I don't care. I'm too edgy. I don't care. What's YouTube gonna block a video? And oh yeah, about the translation, about what people do. Emperor Zorn, and oh, I shouldn't just say Emperor Zorn, because he's not the only person who did this, but I'm not gonna look up all the other names right now. Anyway, Emperor Zorn was the main translator for this game. He said he'd do it all, which is freaking really ambitious of him to say. That was like, you know, because this game has a shitload of dialogue. Some of it's really boring and uninteresting, which I might skip later on. Like, China dialogue in this game sucks. I don't even have anything interesting to say about China during World War II. I got a little bit, but that's going to be done by like part 5, and then I'm just going to skip the Chinese shit in this game. And like Empire of Ares, they get really boring too, but more on that later. I got to finish what I'm saying about the translators. He said he would do the whole game. He didn't do the whole game, and some people are unhappy about that, but they shouldn't be. They should fuck off, because he's doing it for free. And sometimes you don't feel like doing that shit anymore. Like, the translators who do these eroge for us English-speaking plebeians, we, you know, like, they don't get anything. They get absolutely nothing for doing this. Maybe they get some... You know, maybe they get some, like, bonus points on a forum or something, and that's about it. They get some hollow thanks from people they'll never meet. You know, and that's not really good enough. Do you know the names of the people who did the Sengoku Rans translation? No. Do you know their online names? No. They'd probably prefer to be known by their online names. But you don't even know who they are, do you? And that's why they don't do that stuff as, I guess, fervently as you might want them to. Like, it's been a year and Rance Quest isn't translated. Okay, you know, like, if... Basically what I'm trying to say is if you really want these things to get translated by people, you have to let them know, and like let them know that they are so appreciated. The people doing Enryu Senki, that game, I think that's its name, the fucking company who did that game told them not to do it anymore. How about that for thanks? They're doing a free English patch for people who speak English because that company's not even going to do it. There's no way that company's going to make an eroge for an English market. If they do, well, fuck me, okay? I'll delete this video in response, I guess. I don't know, to save face? No, I'm not gonna delete anything anymore. But it's like, you really gotta let those people know that they're appreciated because they have no other reason to do it other than like, what, self-satisfaction? They can't even brag, really. I mean, all 5 people on the planet, yeah, I translated Rance Quest. That was me. You should be thankful that that's out there. First of all, they're all too nice to act like that. And I don't know, it's just, they don't have anything. They have no reason to do it, so... Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. I've hammered it in enough. But that's how it is for all of those games. Like, somebody has to be really passionate about the game itself, like the guy who translated Daibancho was. Or, you know, and I say the guy, like it's just one person in all instances. Honestly, I don't know about Daibancho. That could have been just one guy. But, you know, like Sengoku Rance, Daiteikoku, they're all done by multiple people who do different things. I'm gonna also say, you know, like, translating the interface is nowhere near as hard as translating all the fucking dialogue we've seen so far in this, but it still, you know, deserves a mention because you couldn't do it, right? So that's how that works. I guess I'll be done talking about that for now. Another thing I have to hit on though in this part is that a lot of people don't like this game. I love this game. I really like Daiteikoku. It's one of my favorite Alisoft games, and I like its... I'm sure you can hear my pet train. I haven't moved. He's still there. I guess we'll just suffer with it. I really like World War II. I love history in general, so I'm going to be giving, you know, the information that I know out as we go along here. I cannot believe how fucking long this Chinese section is going on. This is like, what, 8 minutes now? Good God, you know. Anyway, that's fine, because I got a lot to say. Wow, I don't remember what I was saying. I got lost already. Oh yeah, I like Sengoku Jidai, you know, era Japan. That's fun. I like Edo period Japan and stuff, but World War II is way better than those things. I think there's less to know about Sengoku Japan, you know, than there is World War II, obviously, but I really like World War II and all of the figures from World War II and all of that stuff. It's so interesting to me because that was the last time in human history that, like, the whole world came together on something, you know, really big. And, you know, it was... I got a lot to say about it, and I'll talk about it as I do this. To be perfectly honest with you, it has been a while since I've played this game, but I still know enough of the mechanics to actually play it, you know, fine, and the rest will come to me in time. I familiarized myself with it a bit beforehand, so you don't have to worry about that. Though there are still going to be things I'm, you know, forgetting, and I'm kind of happy about this, but I don't remember the layouts for every single system, which is going to lead to some game overs later on in the playthrough, no doubt. Which is fine with me, and it would give me a great opportunity to explain why everybody fucking hates this game compared to other Alisoft games. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'll just talk of, well, I mean, I still want to be informative with this playthrough, but I will probably be less informative than I was with Sengoku Rance. Less informative than I was with Daibancho, I think that's an impossibility. So, we'll just move on here. And do that. I think that's all I do now. And phase. And this has one of those things that I really don't like. It's like Daibancho, and I'll talk about it after the tactics phase because that's when it comes up. It's the conversation phase, which is whatever. I'll leave this dialogue on too. And I think it sometimes bugs out and does not auto at the beginning, so I'm gonna have to remember that. Because I you know, naturally, having been like 6 months, I went to record a couple parts of this, and my mic wasn't plugged in, so that's good. That's good practice. That's what I said to make myself feel better. But I might as well just get right into it. I'm going to talk about it more later on too, but currently in, you know, this game you're fighting China, and you're only fighting a small portion of China, because in real life during World War II, China was in a civil war. It was more or less, you know, capitalism versus communism kind of thing going on, and it was nationalists and what? Communists? I don't remember what their names were. Anyway, that's what it was. And this big Sorge guy represents the Russian involvement in China, the communist involvement in China. Big Sorge is based on a real person. I'll talk about that way the fuck later on. And Sharism is communism in this game, and Fancism is fascism. You know, all that fun stuff. With a cute anime twist and hentai, so you can fap to the idea of fucking Benito getting... I don't know who she has sex with. Togo, the main character. She's not called Benito in this game. She's called Itarine Mussolini, I think. So, Rinfa and Ranfa aren't based on anybody that I know of. They just represent the two sides of the Chinese coin during the Civil War period. So I'll talk more about them later on. They're both also, as a side note, two of the shittiest commanders you can get in this game. Admirals, I guess. They are admirals, you know. And I'll probably end up calling the spaceships boats. And I'll fucking throw around the wrong words all the time anyway. That's cool too, you know. I don't want to skip that much dialogue, you know. Like, I didn't skip any dialogue in Sengoku Rants, really, I don't think. I skipped like one fucking line of dialogue in Daibancho, and it was that stupid Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disk kid that no one gives a fuck about. And I don't even think I got him. You know, I don't even think I went through it and I got him. So, it doesn't matter. The difference with this game is that there are a lot of really boring dialogue sequences. Now, that's opinion-based, sure. You know, my first time through the game, I read them all. I loved them. I loved the story in this game because it was nice. It was a nice take on, like, World War II lore and stuff. I don't know how to explain it. It was cool. You know, like when Doenitz goes and has a webcam conversation with Raitia. I remember that moment as being like one of the coolest moments in this game, just because I was happy about it. I don't know. Like, it was just one of those moments where I was like truly satisfied with this game, even though a lot of people don't like it. Higuchi, fuck this guy, I'm not going through this. But, you know, there's just a lot of story stuff in this game that can be skipped. Like, you guys don't want to watch 3 minutes of some fucking dinner, right? I mean, I know it's character building or whatever, but it's just, in this game, it's just people sitting there having dinner. What? Oh, yeah, okay. I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Also, I didn't I got the start bonus for all the fish ships. I didn't equip any of those. It was an oversight on my part. So these guys are all really fucking weak. But that's fine. It'll work out anyway. Yeah, what do we have here? 60 HP, 60 damage, good to go. And then here I'll just send in this girl. I'll give my opinions on commanders and stuff for admirals as time goes on, and I'll explain some other finer details in future parts. This one's kind of a clusterfuck for me personally, and I'm amazed that I've been able to organize my thoughts as well as I have been. I don't remember everybody's name in this game. I ended up skipping a lot of name memorization of the non-historical figures. You know, I think Raizo is based on someone. I'll look that stuff up and relay the information to you guys as well. Probably. Yeah, this guy is a piece of shit. He gets better over time. I don't know if I'll do that. Because frankly, I don't even care about him as a unit. He's completely like, he's outmoded by a bunch of admirals. So, don't worry about that shit. I'll explain it all. And this guy, Mugen, is a really good admiral. I have to give him better boats, ships, etc. I have plenty, I just didn't really do anything with them. Because I forgot. So, yeah. I gotta get into the swing of things. I don't know how I'm gonna handle game overs, because I already told you that they're gonna happen. Because I don't remember the matchups and shit, and I am the kind of person who like slams my face into something until I realize it doesn't work. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Basically, I'll look at a enemy lineup, and you know, a regular, competent human being would be able to look at the situation and be like, no, I don't have the Navy to fight this. I'll be like, gosh, you know, that looks like it's maybe on their side a little bit. Let me do the matchup, and then I'll go to the battle scene sequence thing, and I'll get fucking owned. I'll get a game over, and that's fine. I don't care. That's how I play the game. Though I will tell you the route that I'm going through is mostly translated. That was a weird segue, wasn't it? Anyway, it's mostly translated. And you do this to get the bonus resources. That I can't promise I'll be getting all the bonus resources in every fight either, because you know, shit happens. I'll see you in the next part.